Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Saturday, June 10th. Time is around 14:50 GMT. And we will have a look at the DAX futures on the Oanda platform. It's weekend, markets are closed, but in the weekend I'm always presenting an analysis on the higher time frame, the weekly, the daily, as a preparation for the upcoming trading week and also for investors, actually long-term investors. So my take on the DAX is here we have the weekly chart that we moved up as an impulse here from the March 2020 lows, and this was a wave one we made in the higher degree. We clearly have 5 waves up. We also end with divergence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we came down in a wave 2, a rather corrective structure. I would label it as a WXY, and we fulfilled the minimum requirement for a wave 2. So normally a wave 2 ends between the 0.5 and 0.854 FIP retracement, and you can see we touched the 0.5 FIP retracement, and we had a nice bounce to the upside from October 2020. And so now, yeah, we are going up indeed. If our wave 2 low was in, then we have a target for a wave 3. So normally your wave 3, the target for your wave 3 is the equal leg area from your wave 1, so somewhere here, and wave 2, so between the 1 and 1.618 FIP extension. So this becomes our target area for the wave 3 in the higher degree. But of course, markets do not go up in a straight line. Here for this wave 3, we should see again 5 waves to the upside, and I believe we are near to finish a wave 1 to the upside, and I'm expecting actually a pullback in the higher time frame as a wave 2. If we look at the daily, the reason that I'm expecting this is that we have 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and divergence is all over. As you see, we are making higher highs in price, but as you can see in RSI, the strength is really decreasing, and so normally this is mostly a sign that we are, or that we will pull back. But that does not mean that we can see a bit more upside in the lower time frame. We can make one more marginal new high, as long as we still have this divergence. If we would have like a very strong push that RSI is erased, then we have another scenario. But with this kind of data, with what I see now, I have to warn you that this is typically an exhaustion pattern. We also have 5 waves, so I expect a pullback in the higher time frame, but that does not mean that we can make one more marginal new high, still with divergence. And of course, if the data changes, like if RSI is erased here, then we have another kind of scenario. But with this data, I would rather say we should expect a pullback in the higher time frame. So for investors, what you should do, you should definitely not buy here. Wait for the pullback, and then you can buy again. In this area, I would rather take profit. So if we assume that a high is in, so that this was our high here on May 22, then we know our target area. So a wave 2 typically goes to the 0.5 and 0.854 FIP retracement. So if this was our high, this becomes our target in the daily. But therefore, yeah, we first need to take out some lows before we can confirm that we are really started to go down here. But if our wave 1 was in, then this becomes our target. Of course, this is this looks like a very bullish scenario, as you can see, like 1, 2, and now a 3. It's like flying to the moon. But I also want to give you some alternative scenarios, because like an Elliott wave, you cannot like fixate on one count. You always have to consider different Elliott wave counts, and the best way to do this is actually to consider a bullish and a bearish scenario, and then you start to see also scenarios in between. Because like what could happen here, like this can also be like, now I assume that this is our wave 2, but it could be that this wave 2 is still ongoing, in the sense that we will have a deeper retracement, and then this can actually be a flat. Like this can be an ABC correction, like this is your wave A, we are doing a B, and then you go down in a wave C, and then you have your wave 2 way deeper. This is something that is that is possible. Actually, we do not know this. We will only know this in 1 year, but I have no reason to assume this now. Why? Because overall the DAX is a bullish index. We are making higher highs, higher lows. So we are bullish for the moment. But this is a scenario that is still possible, actually. So we do our wave A to the downside, a wave B as a flat, and then a wave C down. But this is an alternative scenario, but this is not my primary count now. This is actually my primary count. So bullish on the higher time frame, but with a pullback first and soon. So that being said, this is also why I drew this area, because if we make one more high, or if we move, or if we continue moving up, this becomes an important area. Why? Like if this is an ABC structure, ABC, the flat structure I was talking about, then this is the equal leg of our ABC. So a B is also corrective. Then it would mean that this is our A, B, and then here a wave C. Then this becomes the target of the wave C. Look like this. So this was our A, this was our B, and so the target for our wave C is this area. And typically you react from this kind of areas. So this is why I drew this box here. That does not mean that I know for sure that our wave 5 will end here. Or wave 5 can actually be ended here, that the high was in. It could also be in a very bullish scenario that if we erase this divergence, that the count becomes like this, that this will be our wave 3. We do a 4 and then another 5 up, could also be. But yeah, these are alternatives that I share with you, possibilities, just to let you know that you can never fixate on one account, on one count in Elliott wave, especially not in the long term, because there are many different possibilities. No one knows how it will look 1 year from now. These are all things that you have to consider. But I think the main conclusion for now, with the data we have, is that we should expect a pullback. The high can be in, but it could also be that we make another high. As long as this divergence is not erased here, I would expect a pullback. So for investors, you don't buy here, you wait for the pullback. In this area, I would rate to take profit. And then next week, what we will further analyze, but this is more for traders, is how this structure here will further evolve. Do we make another high, or do we first make another low? This we will analyze on the lower time frame, on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 15 minute. But this is for Monday and the coming weekdays. Okay, this is my higher time frame analysis for the weekend. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please just comment below. Then I try to deal with these questions in one of the next videos. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a nice weekend and see you on Monday. Bye bye.